Okay guys, King Me here. Today I'm going to unbox the DJI Pocket 4P. Without further ado, let's get started. We received the standard version, the single unit version, which comes in the same plastic packaging as before, with stickers and a beginner's guide inside. Now let's look at the main unit. Like the Pocket 4, it's packaged in a standard small bag. Let's open it and see what accessories are included. Inside, there's a compartment for accessories. The single unit version now includes a fill light, which I think is very useful for many beginner female users. The standard version includes a fill light, and here's the standard small handle, the threaded handle, used to improve grip, charge the device, and connect to a tripod. There's also a lanyard. I think DJI has solved the problem of attaching a lanyard to the Pocket 4. It's much easier now. Let's take a look at this long-awaited main unit. It's packaged in a plastic film, and wow, the lens is quite large. First, let's look at the front of the device. On both sides, there's a contact point for attaching the fill light. It can be magnetically attached. Next, let's look at the left side. It says Pocket 4P, and there's a memory card slot. This is the back. Now let's look at the lens. The main camera has a 1-inch sensor with up to 50 million pixels and an f2 aperture. It's not an adjustable aperture camera. The telephoto lens offers 3x zoom. The main camera is a 20mm lens, and the telephoto lens is a 60mm lens with an f1.7 aperture, approximately 1.3 inches. These are the specifications. As you can see from our Pocket 4P lens, it actually has a filter setting. This filter can be removed by turning it counterclockwise. After removing it, we can replace it with filters such as neutral density filters, CPL filters, and soft focus filters to achieve better shooting results. To install it, simply snap these clips into place and then rotate it. Let's also demonstrate how to power it on. It uses the same sliding power on method. Okay, it booted up right away. We can clearly see a 1x and 3x zoom switch at the bottom of the screen. We can quickly adjust to 3x using this enlarge button. And in 3x mode, we can also achieve a maximum zoom of 12x using the zoom lever. Okay, let's switch to the main camera to shoot the pony in our picture, right? We can see it's at a very far distance, a wide-angle 20mm lens. By switching to telephoto, we can quickly zoom in on the object. It should be very useful for shooting distant scenes during everyday travels. Now let's compare our previous Pocket 3 and Pocket 4. In the middle is our 4P, on the left is our Pocket 3, the third generation product, and on the right is our Pocket 4. From the front, we can clearly see that our fourth generation 4P has a slightly larger lens. Let's show it from the side. On the side, both the 4P and 4 have a protective area for the memory card, while the third generation has a direct memory card slot, while the Pocket 4 has a horizontal stripe. The Pocket 3's logo is a vertical stripe. The camera lens is noticeably larger on the side, which is understandable given it's a dual lens camera. The weight has also increased slightly, but it's still within an acceptable range. Moving to the back, it's clear that it has a dual lens camera. There's not much difference between the fourth and third generations, but the 4P is easily recognizable. On the other side, there aren't many changes except the lens is slightly larger. Back to the front, we can see that the fourth generation has two additional buttons present on both the 4 and 4P, a zoom button and a customizable button. The third generation doesn't have these. Otherwise, there aren't many differences in appearance. Okay, that concludes this unboxing video of the Pocket 4P. Now let's do in-depth review to explain why it's beast. So let's start with key point 2, upgrades, 3 regrets. That's my impression of the DJI Pocket 4 Pro. What are the upgrades in the 4 Pro? Let's start with the first upgrade. 3x telephoto, 1/3 inch sensor, equivalent to a 60mm focal length. With this lens, the DJI Pocket 4 Pro can shoot from much farther away. It goes without saying that it's great for landscapes, and for portraits, the 4 Pro's background blur effect is truly impressive. The 4 Pro's focusing distance isn't too far either, so if you're not too concerned about image quality, you can even shoot some close-up shots when zoomed to 6 times. In addition, the telephoto lens supports 4K resolution slow-motion video at up to 200 frames per second and 10-bit D-Log color curves. The telephoto lens can shoot 37 megapixel photos in 1:1 aspect ratio in ultra-high definition mode, and even at 6 times zoom, the image quality remains good. Moreover, I personally think the 4 Pro's photos look fantastic, completely on par with current flagship phones. However, it's worth noting that for shooting GIFs, only the 16:9 aspect ratio 8 megapixel camera is available. Without a telephoto lens, the Pocket is often just a selfie device. But with a telephoto lens, the Pocket 4 Pro can not only take selfies, but also photos of others, offering more creative possibilities. The second upgrade is the more powerful 1-inch main camera. Why is it more powerful? Because the 4 Pro's 1-inch main camera achieves a 17-stop dynamic range, comparable to a cinema camera, and supports the new D-Log 2 color curve. For ordinary users like me, it might feel no different from the 4, but for professionals, the higher dynamic range and the new color curve mean they can capture more details in the initial shot and have more room for color grading and post-processing. The enhanced dynamic range of the main camera provides a new color curve, and the addition of the telephoto lens provides more creative space. The 4 Pro is clearly no longer designed for ordinary consumers, but is aimed at more professional photographers. The telephoto lens has been added, and the main camera has become more powerful. So what are the shortcomings of the 4 Pro? Of course there are. Firstly, the main camera supports the D-Log 2 color curve, but the telephoto lens doesn't. So when you enable D-Log 2, the focal length is locked at 1 times for the main camera, and you can't zoom further. This creates a problem. To easily switch between the main and telephoto lenses during shooting, I often have to forego D-Log 2. Secondly, the Pocket 4 Pro is still not very friendly to vertical video shooting. In portrait mode, it can only shoot at a maximum of 3K 60 frames per second. Slow motion and night mode are also not supported in portrait mode. Another regret, relatively speaking, is that the competitor Inspire Luna has a detachable viewfinder remote, while the DJI Pocket 4 Pro doesn't. Of course, I personally think this feature has almost no impact on the experience. It might only be useful for long-distance selfies. Let's talk about other features. DJI Pocket 4 come with 2.0-inch OLED touchscreen, 556 by 314 pixel screen resolution, up to 1000 nits, brightness, color gamut support, 100% P3. Orientation mode is rotatable, landscape and portrait, 5D joystick support. The audio function supports built-in 3 microphone array, 4-channel recording, spatial audio, audio zoom. The battery capacity is 1545 milliamp hours with recording life up to 240 minutes on 1080p/24 frames per second. Fast charging is 65 watts with fully charged 32 minutes. If we talk about connectivity and storage, built-in storage is 107 gigabytes. The transfer speed is up to 800 megabits per second. USB 3.1 with wireless up to 90 megabits per second. On Wi-Fi 6. Bluetooth is LE 5.4. DisplayPort is 4K. Live streaming up to 60 frames per second. What about stabilization and tracking function? 3-axis mechanical stabilization gimbal. Active track 7.0. Up to 4 times zoom. Tracking mode is spotlight follow. Dynamic framing with focus modes, subject lock tracking, register subject priority, gesture control with hands-free active track and capture toggle. The price is standard Cambo is 600 to 650 euro. With creator Cambo versions go for 700 euro to 800 euro. Finally, let me share my thoughts on the Pocket 4 Pro. When the DJI Pocket 4 was released, many felt the upgrades weren't significant enough, wanting a telephoto lens. The telephoto lens arrived on the 4 Pro, but it seemed to be just that, arrived, without much of a surprise. You know it has a telephoto lens. Yes, it has a telephoto lens, and then nothing more. The Pocket 3's huge success was partly due to the lack of competition in the market, but Inspire and some smartphone manufacturers have entered the market. Therefore, the DJI Pocket 4 Pro couldn't just be a routine upgrade. Otherwise, while the market share might be larger, its individual share might be smaller. Right now, the 4 Pro feels like it's moving towards a more professional direction, but it's still not quite professional enough, or rather, it has this or that shortcoming that makes it feel less perfect.